What's going on, Workforce? Brian here, and in today's live-ish news break for Anthem, I want to go over the detailed 90-day roadmap that we've got just listed out today, covering Act 1, the Echoes of Reality update. So there's a lot to kind of break down here and just be excited about, as well as just hopefully I can get your thoughts and opinions on what to expect below. So guys, let's go ahead and just dive right in. And then after this, because we're live, we'll go ahead and respond to some comments if there's enough time. This just was dropping in my lap and I was like, holy smokes, I have to get in on this. I have to talk about it. So they have a section called Reoccurring Updates as a part of this. And what this is talking about is just generally what they're working on behind the scenes overall improvements to the game. So quality of life focuses obviously fixes, improvements, and optimizations. What does that mean? Fixing the life bug that was introduced with the day one patch, fixing obviously the overall, like when they talk about optimization, you know, they've already improved loading times. It seems like they're going to keep working on improving that stability, the frame rate, which it is so random and weird because those that I've talked to, some people are really getting hit hard by it. Some people don't seem to have any problems. I seem to be one of the lucky ones, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's a hardware thing, if it's just other factors that are out of our control. But obviously, they're going to keep working to improve the overall quality of life this game is bringing out to it. Then they're talking about weekly Alliance coin rewards. If you guys are aware, the Alliance coin system is fantastic. Friend everybody you know that's playing this game, because that way you can take advantage of getting the most weekly coin possible. I put out a little guide on that. I'll try to include a link in the description below at another date, but we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Then they've got daily, weekly, monthly challenges. So they've already got a couple. The daily, weekly, monthly challenge system is something that really personally excites me very much. I really enjoy these kind of systems, and I want them to keep adding on to this. Hopefully we get to see these challenges actually respond to our participation in them. You know, trying to say, hey, you did, 10 strongholds last week. Could you do 11 or 12? But we'll have to wait and see where that goes. And then finally, under Reoccurring Store, the Reoccurring Store is the Prospero Store refresh that they're going to be updating. So those are the Reoccurring Updates that we're going to see. Now, what's happening in February? Well, we've got the 3 events. So like we've pretty much, with the day one patch and with the launch, obviously here the 22nd, we pretty much have seen, the main updates that we're going to see. But they've got 3 free play events. We've seen Outlaw Outrage. That was happening just the other day. Right now, there's There Be Giants, and then you have Shaper Surge. That's a fun alliteration for me to struggle my way through. But these 3 should be really fantastic and really exciting to kind of jump into. My hope is that these are somewhat reoccurring, whether it's like once a week or like every other day, that this switches out. We can go take part in these free play events that are happening in the open world. That's what we can expect for the rest of this month in February. March, the Evolving World. This is where it's starting to get interesting, and this is where we're going to start to see the first round of major both improvements but also content updates. So they have the Elysian Stronghold caches. This is the new cosmetics, and this is what they talked about on the live stream just yesterday, where they're saying that you're going to get keys for daily for your daily challenges that we were just talking about with the challenge log there. But then also with that is that you can go into the strongholds and open up these chests to really break it out, to really get these like cosmetic, things to really kind of chase after. If you and your team all have a key, you could actually open up 4 chests per stronghold run. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this plays out and how much content and how much replay value this adds to the strongholds themselves. But all in all, I'm really excited to see how this goes. They're going to be adding new reward items, legendary missions, phase 1. So this is essentially what we've been kind of asking to be able to replay these story missions, and they're going to allow us to do that. And when they say phase 1, this is where we're seeing them, they're going to roll it out kind of slowly at first. We're not going to get all of the missions with the legendary kind of modifiers, but they're going to start adding those with, I think, the first 3 missions, and then we're going to see that expand out from there. So I'm really excited to see how that plays out. Then they say a new free play event, Cortex Locked, so that's kind of hidden from our view right now. We're going to have to wait and see how that plays out in the long run. Then we see There Be Giants and Outlaw Outrage. Those are coming back. And then a new free play event in March, which is currently locked. Now, the April update, this is Stronger Together, and if you guys remember seeing the roadmap where it pretty much outlined, the 3 updates with the last one being Cataclysm, here's what's coming and what we can expect in April. You've got the mastery system, which is expanded progression. I think at this point, obviously when April drops, what are we working our way to? How do we continue to progress? How do we continue to get stronger? That's going to be really interesting. Obviously, they're not sharing details about it today, but it's going to be great to see how this kind of grows from there. Then obviously new rewards like we're seeing in March. Then we've got a couple of Cortex events that are locked behind the free play here. So free play, we got lock. Shaper Surge is coming back from February. We did not see that in March, so that's locked. Lots of free play events you can see here. Lock. And then in April, the phase 2 of the legendary missions, which is going to be really, really cool to see. And then the new Stronghold is dropping in April, which is really what I expected when I was breaking down the original, I guess, highlighted overview. But being that this is targeting April, we're going to get the sunken Stronghold. So I'm enjoying the Strongholds we got. Obviously you always want more, so I'm looking forward to that. Then they have social play. This is the weekly Stronghold challenge. This is something that is new. We haven't really heard about much about this, but I'm really excited to see what it entails. Anything that gets me playing more with my friends, that challenges us and pushes us back into the content for all those glamour, all those chests, and more. But where this really kind of kicks off is the last two things that we're expecting in April. And man, I'm freaking out how close I was to these dates that I was originally thinking. Social play leaderboards and social play guilds. We have the alliance system, like we said, that they're going to constantly be adjusting that, the coin, how that kind of flows into our pockets. But guilds and leaderboards. Leaderboards is a form of PvP in the fact that, we're not actually directly competing one versus one, but we get to actually see, some maybe a little friendly competition, see how that breaks down and goes from there. So I'm really excited to see how that plays out in the long run. We're going to have to wait and see. But anyway, that is what it is. And then we go into the Cataclysm, which is our May update. This is where you're going to see the Cataclysm starts. The Cortex is locked, and new rewards. They're keeping right now this under lock and key. The question from a development perspective is, are we going to see this stuff, like if something does not make the April update, does that shift to March? Most likely that's going to be what we end up seeing, but there's still obviously some mystery wrapped around this with just new items, and the events are going to be locked. So we're going to see what happens with this Cataclysm and how it then affects Act 2 and 3 going forward. And they say then more coming to Act 2 and 3. Anthem, guys, is available right now. If you're liking it, I hope you are. If you're not, no worries. Like, it's not going to be a game that's for everybody. And besides, if it's something that you want to hold off on, that's completely understandable as well. We've got lots to do, lots to see, and honestly, I'm really excited about this 90-day roadmap, which gives me the ability to somewhat speculate that we're going to see, as far as April, May, and June, that Act 2 is going to start in June, and then Act 3 is going to be 3 months after that. So we kind of have this 3-month cycle with an update hitting every month, and then the big act kicking off with month 4. I think this is really aggressive. It's going to be great to see how this plays out over the next even 9 months. So all in all, I think that's what I'm really excited about. I love the game so far. I'm really impressed with what they've delivered, and hopefully, as they continue to improve it, we can get some more stability for those who are having stability issues. With that, that's the little news break that just fell in my lap, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to react to it. Does anybody have any thoughts, any questions in chat? I see some chatting going on. So I was just curious before I wrap up today. Anthem, I tagged to the wrong game. Anthem. There we go. Learn to spell. All right. Excellent. Hey, Fear the Beard, how's it going? Kraken. Have I played Diablo? Very, very much. I've played a lot of Diablo on Xbox and on PC. I've recently uninstalled it from PC as kind of just in solidarity for obviously the Activision Blizzard mass layoffs that they just kind of went through. So that's just pretty much what I ended up doing. Hey, what's up, BY769? Fear the Beard. Oh man. Oh yeah, thanks man. Thanks for checking out. I'm glad you were able to catch me over on the freelancer chat thing the other day. Just he was doing a call-in show, so I haven't been officially invited as a guest, but we'll have to wait and see. Chris Farley, how is it going? It is going really good, dude. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I honestly, I cannot wait to play some more tonight. Julie and I are going out to dinner. We're dropping the kids off at the parents, and then I actually got to get ready to run out for a business meeting here in a minute. So I'm doing that, and then yeah, and then we're gonna go out to dinner, and then I'm gonna be playing some Anthem tonight. I'm really excited. If you guys want, let me know if you want me to stream it. But we're gonna be on Xbox tonight. I gotta beat the story on that one too. So it's gonna be neat to see how it kind of feels like the second time through. I was doing the story, and sometimes it's kind of when having completed the story and kind of knowing where it's gonna go, I'm kind of watching the characters a little bit differently than I did the first time around. So not bad. Reinstalling Anthem on your 1 terabyte SSD. Oh, oh man, that I managed to screw up. Dude, that sucks. Good. Hey, what's going on? Loving the game, been playing nonstop since release today. Still trying to find these problems people are screaming about. Well, I've seen some of the problems that people are screaming about, not firsthand. Like, there's obviously plenty of video footage of people having these problems. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that goes, how it plays out. Let me add this link to the description. Boom. Be like, give them the details. But yeah, it's really unfortunate that people do have the problems. As far as it goes, though, like, I can still only speak for myself. I really haven't had the problems. I haven't run into any issues. For the most part, I've seen a couple of quests bug out, but that was even before the kind of the day one patch. I saw some stuttering with my frame rate after the day one patch a little bit, but that seemed to also clear itself up by now too. So, the best thing they can do is keep working at it, getting fixed, fix the problems that are reported, get them patched up, ready to rock and roll, and we can have a good time. With that, guys, thanks for hanging out with me live. I'm gonna let this go into archive mode and be up on the site here on YouTube here for a minute too. So I got to get ready for a business meeting. So thanks, guys, for hanging out. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you later.